Well, John Bachman, even though a French prosecutor says that Germanwings flight was crashed deliberately, there appears to be no link to terrorism at this time. That assessment also coming from prosecutor Bryce Robin, who just a couple of days ago confirmed that the co-pilot on that flight intentionally flew the plane into the Alps. The scenario captured by the recorder. It also kept screams of passengers, according to reports. The pilot had apparently left the cockpit, and he can also be heard trying to break through the door. Co-pilot is identified as Andreas Lubitz. He was not on any terror watch list. Again, 150 people are presumed dead in the mountains at the crash scene. We're now learning more about the Americans killed in the Germanwings crash too. A government contractor, Yvonne Selkel, lived in Nokesville, Virginia. She worked as a government contractor at Booz Allen Hamilton in D.C. Her daughter, Emily, had just graduated from Drexel University. That third American killed in the crash has not yet been identified. The cleanup continues this hour after strong storms, including at least one tornado, tear across Oklahoma. The National Weather Service says a twister likely touched down in a mobile home park near Tulsa, killing one person. The storms in Oklahoma and Arkansas also knocked out power to tens of thousands of people. Information on the U.S. intelligence network in Yemen, home of the dangerous branch of al-Qaeda known as AQAP, has reportedly been handed over to Iran. The LA Times now says that when rebels took over Yemen's capital last fall, they got hold of intelligence information. This comes as Saudi Arabia is launching airstrikes into Yemen. The president there now has reportedly fled the country. Meanwhile, in Iraq, American fighter jets have joined the battle for Tikrit, controlled by ISIS since last summer. This video released by the Pentagon shows attacks on a bridge and a compound held by ISIS. Iraqi forces, as well as militias backed by Iran, launched an offensive to retake Tikrit. But in the last couple of weeks, that campaign has stalled. The Army sergeant who went AWOL and walked away from his post only to be captured by the Taliban now faces life behind bars. Bo Bergdahl has been hit with a long list of charges for slipping away from his patrol base in Afghanistan back in 2009.
With desertion, with intent to shirk important or hazardous duty, and misbehavior before the enemy by endangering the safety of a command, unit, or place.
Well, convicted on all of the charges, he could be sentenced to life in prison. And two of the world's biggest social networks are rolling out some big new tools. Facebook is making its Messenger app used by 600 million people a new platform that means developers will now be able to integrate it with their own apps. And Twitter is also introducing Periscope, a new app that lets users live stream video to their followers. Apps like Periscope could play a big role in the 2016 presidential race, either by candidates or by people streaming candidates on the sly. So heads up, everybody. We'll have another Newsmax Now update coming up for you in 30 minutes.